Hi, my name's Sam Bellamy. I'm with StandUP-America. And I want to touch on how you said shared prosperity. You have, since the Great Recession, as we're calling it, went from making 4.5 times more than the bottom 90% of citizens to making almost 6 times more. Your salary has been increasing while the budget has been cut, while you lay people off and hire them back on for less wages, and you don't even talk about your own wage. We've been talking to you about this for 6 months, and you want to bring up about shared prosperity? Why don't you share in this torture? Why don't you you make $171,000. You corrected me and said $169 last time. I did a public request. You make so much you don't know you make $171,000. You should do a public request for yourself. And you may have over 100 people making $100,000 a year. We need to start cutting these positions. The council went from making 3 times more than the average citizen up to 4 times more. Why are we not taking these positions and cutting them? $170,000? This is a tough economy. We're all struggling, except for you and the council members. So I want you to pledge to take your salary and cut it down. You may not have the law or the ability, but you have a voice and you can agree with me. Thank you.
Thank you. So it turns out the law is I'm not allowed to actually change my salary, I discovered. I was going to give some of my salary back. So instead what I do is I give it to, I made a vow and I've give $10,000 a year above and beyond my normal donations. I asked my wife and kids to make the picks of where they want to do it, and they've picked out a variety of local organizations. My thing was give them to organizations that provide services to people in Seattle, you know, that are the types of services that people, you know, would be in need, or the types of things we might fund ourselves through city money. And yeah, I am making better money than I've ever made in my life. And I made that comment about not a career politician, may not have a career. You know, I get 4 years, and then I go in front of the public, and I'm held accountable again. I got 3 kids, and I'm not as fortunate as Mr. Yates, who's got them all through, almost got them up into college. I got 3 kids now. They're all in high school and middle school. They're heading to college soon. I live in a little house up in Greenwood, and you know, my wife's a bookkeeper, and she hasn't quit her job yet because she's not so sure about my ability to keep a job.
You make.
I'm sorry, and she's keeping her job as a bookkeeper, and that's a good thing because she's kept us going through the times when I wasn't making so much money. I ran a little nonprofit before this. So, you know, I understand what you're saying, and we have cut salaries in government. I've given back $10,000. I'm giving $10,000 to charity. We have handed out almost no discretionary raises in city government. When we've made reductions, we've made more reductions at the manager class than before. We went to the city unions, and they all opened up their contracts and renegotiated their contracts. So instead of taking a guaranteed 2% raise, they agreed to take actual inflation. So we've done a lot of things in recognition, and it saved us millions and millions of dollars, which means we have maintained 100% our human services funding, you know, that we committed to maintain, and we're trying to maintain services. So I recognize that. And yeah, I'm making pretty good money now, and I get it. And I'm just going to take my paycheck right now, and we'll see how I do in the future.
Now, sir, all due respect, but you need to hand the microphone back to the young lady so that she can hold it for you.
I feel comfortable like
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to make sure you are brief.
Yeah, exactly. I want
Okay,
for
go ahead.
60 seconds. Yeah. Yeah, I like you. You're very nice. I never see more government like this who's stealing money from people. Yeah, you $170,000. Average black family make $5,000 per year. It's statistic. 150 million people absolutely poor. No penny. It is only beginning. So we don't have job because government steal from us $12 million per year. Human Service Department here, we spoke about her for 5 years, pays to subcontractor $500 per hour. $500 per hour to subcontractor. When people make in minority like $5, $10 per hour. Is this exactly who you are? 1% aristocrat who control us. It's exactly who you are. In every government, what is we have right now, steal money from us. If we're talking about $100 million. Last December, I win class action behalf of 30,000 disabled people and senior citizens for $100 million. What is government, Department of Social and Health Service steal from us for last 10 years? This is my second class action. So we go against you, against your management, against council, who make a ton of money. Average salary in Seattle, $50,000. You make few times more and go up and up every year. What is we listen from you? Say $170,000 no bad. How many people in this room make $170,000? How many? I don't hear you. I'd be happy when I come in $10 per hour, like most minority in United States of America. So when you want changes, move your salary like 10 years ago or 30 years ago when only $50,000. Are you understand about what I'm talking?
Listening to every word.
Thank you very much.
We've listened to every, by the way, these two gentlemen join me at every town hall. They're at every one. We have this exchange every town hall. We've kind of getting to know each other.
When you not stand up together with us, nothing will be changed for another 30 years. I guarantee you.
So we are at the 8 o'clock hour, and we informed and promoted this to end